This fall, voters in Stutsman County's 29th Legislative District will be sending 2 state representatives to Bismarck to take care of the people's business. To help voters understand a bit more about what happens once they get there, we sat down with State Representative Joe Kraber of the 12th District.
Now, Mr. Kraber, you've been in the North Dakota House of Representatives for 20 years. What is it that a representative does?
Each of our districts has approximately 13,000, population of about 13,000. And so that's my major responsibility is to them. However, you're obviously elected and you serve the entire state. Right now we have 47 districts, which means that we have 94 members of the North Dakota House of Representatives, and of course we have 47 senators.
I was told as representative you only meet 3 months out of the year. Is this true?
Well, we meet a little more than that, but we have biennial sessions. There's about 6 states that have biennial sessions, and we are one of them. So we just meet every other year in a full session, and we'll start just a few days after the first of the year, and we will go into the latter end of April, so about 3.5, 4 months is max. By Constitution, we can only meet 80 days, but we'll vote on right around 1,000 or a little over 1,000 bills in that 3.5 month period. In North Dakota, we have one of the most open forms of government. For example, if you had any bill that you wanted in, you would approach me, and if I thought, well, yeah, that makes sense, and I put the bill in for you, that bill will have a committee hearing and a committee vote, and that bill will have a floor vote. Even if it comes out of committee 13-0, do not pass, or 13, whatever, it will always get a committee vote and will always get a floor vote.
What are the differences between an urban representative and a rural representative?
I have to deal with 6 of Jamestown to take and get elected, and if I were in, for example, 29, which is the other 6th of Jamestown, and then that includes all the rest of Stutsman County, goes down into Lemoore County and all the way north. And so it's much more difficult for them to take and get around their districts and to meet people and to get your name out. It's much simpler for me, even though I have the same number of people. It's much easier to walk from house to house than it is one farm and then 10 miles or 12 miles to the next farm and that. So, and of course we have different problems. Like the rural problems are a little bit different than the problems that I have. And of course,
with general elections less than 3 weeks away, voters have a big choice before them. Deciding just who will represent them in the state capitol could prove to be quite difficult. For JCTV, Channel 16 News, this is JT Petsch in Jamestown.